with the Italian structure. And then we move to endgame training using the game Kasparov called the most important of his career. First, I will try to win the position Kasparov won in a must-win situation. And then we move few moves earlier to a position which Karpov could probably hold. I will try to win. I will try to keep a draw in that position. All right, let's start. Welcome. So first, we have middle game position, which is quite common. It's from Italian game. This is very well known line. I will try to play a few games with white pieces and then few games with black pieces. These are very standard moves, and this position have occurred in hundreds of games. There is many grandmaster games. This is the position, and I think among those grandmasters there is also names like Carlsen, Nakamura, Anand, Kramnik, and so on. So this is very well known position, and I will explain few key ideas for both, and then we start playing. The main idea for white is to push d4 in the right moment, but sometimes we need to kick this knight from c6, and then we push d4. But we have to be careful not to let this tactic happen. It might cause big problems for white, and that's why sometimes moves like knight f1, knight g3, or knight c4, bishop b2, queen c2 are needed before d4 or b4. Okay, black's idea is to play d5 move in the right moment, or try to create play on king's side. Queen d7, rook d8, probably d5, or knight e7, knight g3, knight g6, and knight f4, and so on. Maybe this knight might jump here, and rook goes g6, or maybe even knight e7, c6, d5. There is quite many interesting ideas. So I will try to play a few different kind of ideas. Queen c2 is the most common move in this position, and then bishop b2 is also probably the second best move. According to the computer, rook b1 might be also a choice, because then there is no this tactics, and maybe white is ready for b5. Okay, let's start. First I will play against 2400 pot. So let's change it. At the moment it's 3200, it's too much. And if I win, we will go forward. Okay, let's play. And I try to play quite quickly, that I can train for Title Tuesday. Good morning, welcome. How are you? If I take here, then there is tactics already, so maybe bishop b2 is even better. Okay, let's play this move. It looks quite good. I can take here, but I don't have to hurry. I think I can do something else. And maybe this maneuver is a good option for white, because I don't think I can get anything from a file. Or maybe d5 is a move here, so maybe queen b6, b3. Why not? Actually, that looks quite good. Queen here. What is the plan? I don't see it. Maybe I will transfer my knight to e3 and then to d5 if I have a chance to do so. Okay, this will help me, I guess, at least. Maybe d5 is the next move. If I take with rook, then there's knight jumps here and here. If I take with pawn, I will take, he will take, and then d4 looks quite good. If he takes, I will take, and then knight covers this, and I think I might have small advantage there, but I'm not sure. Should I take this with rook? d5. Let's think. I would like to play d4, yes, but can I do it? d5 will happen after rook takes here. Takes, rook e4, knight here, d4. And what then? Okay, I take this with rook, of course, and now we take this pawn. Rook here, I think f5 is too much, but maybe he can play knight f6, and then I have to retreat. But and then e4. My bishop might be a problem in that case. Oh, actually, I have to defend this somehow. I have to be ready for d4. So if I do this, knight f4 is too strong. So I think I don't have any options. I think this might be even better, but let's see. I have to play d4 now. Attacking here. Can I take this one? If he takes, I will put my king here. Looks quite normal. If he takes, I will put my king here. So let's take this one. Okay, looks quite risky, but I think there is no choices. If I go here, queen can't go here or here. So maybe I can do this or that. Maybe this is worse because rook can take here and defend the knight. So let's do this. Okay, which knight to take? I can take here. And then both are hanging. But knight d3. Can I take here with the queen and then with the rook? And this rook is hanging. So if king takes, I will take, but my bishop will drop. So, maybe I have time for bishop c1. Actually, I don't, because there is check and the queen will take here. Or can I play this? Very, very complicated position. If I take here, he will go here. But then rook f3. Hits here, hits here. Okay, I think I can do that. Let's try. Oh, he can take b2, but then the rook is hanging. Okay. What about king here? There's knight e1. But then I have rook e3. If this check happens, then everything is hanging. Oh, he can take here with the rook, so I can't do that. But can I just take this one? My rook is defended. This one here, check. This one, oh, but then I have queen f7. This might be playable. Okay, I have to play it. Oh, rook, oh, queen here immediately, and now there's threats. If I do this, then I can do that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, there is checkmate on h3. I didn't see that one. Okay. Okay, let's see where I went wrong. Okay, this is the starting position. I played queen c2, b5, bishop b2, bishop b6. I could play d4 immediately. Why not to take here? Why this is not working? I can play queen c3. Okay. C5, d5. And now we have some threats already. Maybe knight will jump here, and I can create play. But okay, maybe black doesn't have anything here because this is not working. Can't take here, can't play that one. And if this happens, there is... Okay. If I go here, why not bishop a5? Aha, I have knight b3 and it hits here. So that's why this is good for white. Okay. But I played queen b3 and now black could do this immediately and then tries to get some play. Aha. Queen here, knight here. And d5. Okay, this is already good for black, so I don't have chance to take with pawn. I thought that this might be even worse now, even though this kind of structures happens sometimes, but maybe here it's not working. Black has very good grip and my bishop is very, very bad. And now I think I'm going to lose quite quickly because my pieces are not cooperating and it's very hard to play. Anyway, in the game, I think I had some chance, but maybe it wasn't so. Okay, this is clearly winning for black, but it was quite close anyway. Now I should take here, but of course it's losing because my bishop is hanging. So I think this is the best try. Oh, but he could just take here. Somehow I didn't realize it. Yeah, of course, this went wrong. Okay, let's try again. I will try to play bishop b2 now. d5 immediately, okay. So maybe we are ready for b5. And then can I take and put my knight c4 on c4? Maybe not. Should I take here? Maybe not. Queen here. Okay, let's play it. Okay, black has some threats already. And now if I take and knight e4, what is it? Maybe I have chance to play d4 also. First take and then d4. Because this rook is somewhat hanging. At least there's other pieces hanging. Or that there might be some weaknesses. If okay, he did that one. I think c4 was my idea to get my bishop in play. And I think queen goes here. If it goes there, I can have this one, and then there's no queen takes f2. Okay, and what now? Maybe this is the way to close the diagonal. If knight jumps here, I can push d4. Yes, okay, let's try. c5 is the idea, but now queen can take here. So have to play something like rook d1 first, but then queen will go here. So maybe I need to put this rook on d1, but then e4 is an option. So not so easy. Okay, let's put this rook here. If queen goes here, then we have bishop c3. This pawn is untouchable because then queen will drop. So looks quite good. Now I think I will take with this pawn. c5. Okay, it stops d4, but now this diagonal is closed. I think white is better here. I can even do this en passant, but and then I will win this if he takes with queen, but should I keep this closed? I'm not sure. Okay. Can I make some pressure here? I think I can't. If I go here, knight f4. So now I have to move, but I have to move. Okay. Which move to make? It's not so easy to find a move here. Maybe I should play something like this. Okay, let's try. There might be some threats if e4 is a good move, but I have to do something to stop that idea. Maybe b6, because then I have bishop a5, and then c5 might get weak, but can he just play something like this? So maybe queen here. Or should I go with this? Because then I have at least few attacking ideas. If b6 happens, then my knight is very bad here. So I think I have to put this move here. Knight d7. But then it will very hard to evaluate. But queen here, e4 is an option. Maybe knight here. Then there is no b6 because my knight jumps here. So knight here, and black has to defend this somehow. Maybe queen here. And okay. Can I do this? If he takes, I will do this and try to get b7 pawn. Maybe I can start with b6 because he can take, and then I have this idea. Okay, let's play it. And now knight here. It's not easy to defend this. If he takes, I will do this and then take on b7. What is this? Okay, if I take here, queen here, then I can go back, and this is weaker than was earlier. I think so. Now I have at least rook b8, b1. Looks quite good. Should I play this one and that one? If I do this, rook goes here. And then I have to defend the knight, because queen will take it. So is it better to just play this way? If rook goes here, then I have rook a1. Okay, maybe now rook a1. What is this? Now he tries to create attack. And if I move my knight, then queen will go here. So this is kind of threat. Oh, I can't go there. e4. So what to do? If I play g3, he will take and go here. Somehow this works for black. I think so. Can I do this? And then here, g3 takes queen, king here, knight here. I think it's too dangerous for me, but what else? I can't see anything better. This is very hard position to play. Okay, if I go here, it hits the knight. Knight can't move because I have this plan, but maybe he can do this and then d3 is hanging. If I go back, then rook goes here. If I do this, can he take this one? Then both are hanging. So maybe I should trade this knight with bishop. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. And if I trade, then is my knight in trouble? Well, I think I can trade and put my knight here, and then it will go here eventually. Might be possible, or even I trade few rooks here, those rooks, and then put my knight here. That looks quite good. Okay, let's try. Oh, with the pawn. Now I have... I think this was a mistake, but let's see. Now I have knight d2, or even this knight, but... Or maybe even rook b1, because then I have knight d2. If I play knight d2, then queen goes here. So let's do this. Okay, we can trade, I guess. This is not hanging because my b1 is also hanging. But here I think my knight will be quite good. Should I trade these? I'm not sure. What is this ending? Maybe I'm having some edge. Okay, let's trade those, and then I don't want to get bishop on d4, so maybe knight f3. Okay. Maybe I trade queens and try to win this endgame, because I think white is better, or at least there is 0 chance that I'm going to lose this one if I might put my knight on e4. Okay, it's maybe it's dangerous to say that one against a computer, but let's see. I will put my knight on e4. That's the idea. Or I can go here with my king. If I put my knight here and then f3, then he doesn't have any access to my position. So, okay, let's do that. If I go here, then he goes there, and probably, oh, these pawns can be weak later. I don't want to let him play f3, because then I have to do this, and then my knight is not moving anywhere. So let's do this. There's no way to get king here. These are not doing anything, so I think I can play this idea, and I hope that he will not have moves. Okay, can I play h4? That might be dangerous. If he goes here, I can't take this one early enough. Okay. Oh, okay. This is something. Is my knight getting trapped? Oh. That might be the case, actually. If I take, he goes here. How to defend this knight? It can't go here. Or maybe I can, and I can play g3 and put my knight here. And then my king goes there. If I take here, king goes here. My king goes here. He is there. I will go here. g3 takes knight here. Bishop here. Okay, should I go back? Okay, we can make. Oh, I think this is clearly wrong, because now my king is much closer, and the plan is to take this one. But probably that was also a line, but it was somewhat risky. Okay, maybe his idea is to get king on h4, so maybe I should play h4 myself. Oh, he can do this, but this will be a nice blockade on king's side, because if king, but there's still a route to get king there. So hello, welcome. Okay, let's try. I will take this pawn, and then I think this has to be quicker than black's idea to get king on h4. So maybe I can mix those plans by playing king here and knight here. It prevents king g5. And when I take c5. I think this might be the best. Now it's time to calculate a bit. If I take here, then he will take, I will take king here, king here. Okay, I'm clearly quicker. So, okay, this is one option, of course. He doesn't want to trade bishops and he tries to sacrifice here. So where to put my knight that he has to sacrifice? Okay, it's not so easy actually. If I play... Okay, maybe I should go for this, and then he has bishop b6. Oh, this is tricky. Okay, if I play knight e4, king here, knight f6, so he can't take this because I will take this and the king goes here. It's much safer than go this race. So if I play knight e4, knight e6, oh, maybe knight e4, because then black has to do this, and then knight f6. If king goes here, king e4. Oh, but he can take this pawn, or if I... then h4 is an option, of course. Oh, this is tricky. King here, knight f6, king here, king e4, h4. Maybe I should go for that race. Okay, knight e4, c5 takes c6, bishop here, and what then? Then I can take here, king here, king takes h4. I have to sacrifice my knight, but maybe it's enough. I'm not sure. This is quite hard. If I go knight d7, then I will take, he will take, but it's not as quickly as this idea. c5 takes, c6, c7, have to take, king here, h4, knight here, h3. I am one move short because it's here already. Oh. Okay, maybe I go with the king. If I play knight e4, c5, takes c6, bishop here, king d6, and then there's no king g3 in that line, so king h3 and c7 he has to take, and I will take. King goes here, knight g5, h4, king d6, h3, I will take, he will take, I will take e5. So I think this will win. Okay, let's play it. Okay, he takes here immediately, and I think it's clearly easier. Or is it? I have to take. He will take. I go here, king here, knight g5, h4 takes. It's the same, I guess. h3, I will take, he will take, and so on. But if I take with the knight, then that might be harder, because knight e4. Oh, I have knight g3 in that line as well. So I can take this with the king or bishop, with the knight. Okay, maybe I should. Which one is better? Okay, if I take with the king, then he doesn't have any options. If I take with the knight, then actually this is an option. But I think it's not a good option, but let's see, he can do that one. The knight comes here, I will take, he goes here, knight g4, and everything works. But if I take with the king and then go here, knight g5, h4 here, h3, I take, he will take here, I can take this one. Okay, I think everything works here. Okay, he can't go here, so we can just put our king to e4 and then everything is easy. Okay, so we won. Okay, let's see. I made a poll. If you want to give your vote, you can vote, and it gives some ideas for me to keep this format this way or make some adjustments. So at the moment we have 11 votes, current format or full games against bots. Okay, let's see how this will end. And the next game I will reset, and my idea was to play with black pieces. So I played 2 games with white pieces. So let's do this and then play against bot. 2400 first. So okay, I will do this, and okay, somehow it doesn't move, but can I switch sides? Okay, bishop b2. Okay, I would like to attack on king's side, and that's why I try to play this plan. It looks quite natural to me, so we will try to do that in the first game. Queen b3, and then if d5 happens, I think it's good for black, because there is no good ways to. Okay, maybe white have something, but black pieces are already here. So if I start with this, I can put my rook on f6. I think so. So let's play this way. Okay, this looks. Okay, maybe it's playable. Of course, king goes here. I don't have clear way to attack, and but okay, after d5, this might drop in some lines. But if I put my rook here, it's quite clumsy looking. So maybe here, and I will put my queen here, or just start with queen f6. I think I can do that. Queen d1 is my knight in trouble. Might be, but let's play rook here. b5. Now I don't have to worry about this trade, I think so. But if I do this, knight c4, and then it's not so easy to defend this a5. So, or maybe I can just play c6. If he takes a queen b7, I have at least queen c8, but then I don't have chance to attack on king's side. So maybe I start with queen c8 or queen d7. It hits here, and then can I create attack with knight f4? Maybe I can't. Let's see. Okay, I will play rook b8, or maybe not. Queen d7 looks natural. Queen d5. This is not a human move, but maybe it tries to provoke me to play c6. This is hanging also. What is this? Okay, if I take here, he will take here. Then I have knight f4. Is it so easy? Knight h4, g5 here. I can take even here. I think I should go for this. At least this is good practice to try to win. Aha, and if knight jumps here, he doesn't have knight h4, but queen f1 is an option. So, but he can take actually, because I have queen here, king goes here. Oh, maybe it's an option, yeah. Okay, now rook goes here. Or should I just take here? Many good options, or at least good locking options. Okay, if I take g3, then queen takes, king f1, knight f4, and there is checkmate. And there's no queen a2. So this looks very strong. I have 3 pawns and attack. Okay, maybe king can go here. And it's not so good anymore. Yeah, there's knight h2. So actually, this might be a mistake because king goes here, knight goes there, and then it's very hard to crack the position. Okay, let's see. Aha. Okay, I'm pawn up. So I can just play queen d7 if needed, but I would like to get better position somehow. I can take here and put bishop b6, and then there is threats already, so... Or should I just trade queens and get my knight on d3? So if I do this, he has to... Oh, he can take, yeah, okay. Okay, let's start with rook e6 because there's no time to collect those pawns, so I will do this. And I think he tries to trade queens. Yeah. And now, if I do this, he can take, because there's rook g6, but the problem is that he will take here, and my knights are somewhat misplaced. Now I can trade or just put my queen here. If he goes here, I have to retreat. Okay. but I'm pawn up, so I think it's good enough for win if I play well. So let's trade, and now I try to play quickly. This knight doesn't do anything here, so let's try to rearrange our pieces. If I take here and play d5, what happens? I'm not sure, maybe, but then knight c4 is a small problem. Okay, let's play knight d7. No, I think I can trade those because, yeah, and f6 is an option, so I will do this. Aha, interesting. Now I can take d4, but also f6 is an option, but okay, let's take here that we can open up the position. Okay, if I take here, knight e5 looks quite good. Knight e5, knight e3. Oh, is there some problems? Okay, maybe I go here. Maybe not. Okay, let's go back. And then f6, b6, rook goes here. I can take, and I think it's... Aha! Is this really an option for white? I don't think so, because it will drop. Okay, let's see. What? Okay. What is this? Okay, this is easy. Okay, but I try to play quickly here, like in blitz. So I might have some practical problems. Okay, well. Have to move. I don't have to hurry. I will take here to prevent any kind of play. Huh? Oh, stalemate. Okay. We won that one. I think it's not easier to play against bots because they are moving so quickly. So it's psychologically it's much harder, and that is also a reason why sometimes it's very hard to play against those human players who are playing so quickly, because somehow it makes some pressure, psychological pressure on your opponent, and that's why playing against computers is actually harder. Yeah, might be in those when we play against bots. Sometimes this kind of things happens. I mean, moves like this. I think it's very inhuman to play move like this because it queen takes here and it's very dangerous. But sometimes it's very hard to play this natural move against a computer, because then computer will calculate and maybe there is nothing. But as we know, this is only 2400, but so it might be clearly a mistake. So we can check this position and see how was it? Oh, here I think it's critical moment and white have to do something like king h1. Actually, this might lead in disaster. I guess, yes, I can do this knight or that knight. It doesn't matter, because then queen goes here and checkmate will follow. So, but queen d5 is very unnatural move, and when I take here, queen c4. By the way, sometimes when you play against cheaters, maybe they are not doing this kind of moves, but sometimes you feel that there's something wrong. And actually, I got a message from chess.com that I lost against some cheater. Was it Friday's stream? And during that stream, I said that there's something wrong with those moves my opponent is choosing. So I was right in that moment, but I wasn't sure. So there is kind of differences between human moves and computer moves. Okay, let's try again one more game, and then we will do the end game practice. I will switch the side and okay, bishop b2. I will adjust the pot 2500 and try to win this one. I played knight e7. Let's try the same idea. Okay, g3 stops the knight jumps, but I think I can play queen c8 or queen d7. This is more natural. It hits here and gives chance to double the rooks. Now I think I play this first. Okay, now knight h4. He will take here. So, oh, I can have knight f4 and then taking here. But maybe it's better idea to just open the center, because then there might be some weaknesses, or I can create few weaknesses. Okay, this looks interesting. Maybe rook goes here, and then knight e4 is already a threat. So let's play something normal. And now we can see that white's plan with bishop b2, d5 is also it's possible. It's possible. I'm thinking maybe I can take here. If knight takes, bishop takes, and then this bishop is very powerful. So I don't want to do. I don't want to make this trade. But if I go here, then d5, and then there might be a chance to play c5 quickly. But actually, I have chance to do my own plan with rook f8 and f5. My favorite opening, maybe Sicilian Najdorf, or I like e5 openings as well. Rui Lopez is good also. Maybe against d4, King's Indian defense and Ragozin defense are interesting openings. Okay, but what to do here? Should I go here and try to push f5? Okay, I think I have to make a move here. This doesn't feel right. But what else? c6? But then c5 is something. a5, b5. If I take and put my knight on e5, knight f5 is the problem. I will take, he takes here, we check, and then e4 falls. Okay, this is quite complicated position, but okay, maybe I try to regroup my pieces somehow. Okay, he took there and c5. Now my bishop is a problem if I don't have a5. a5 looks quite good, but knight c4, queen here, he will take here, I will take there, and then b4. Okay, I think this is must. I have to do something like this, otherwise my bishop is in trouble. Okay, maybe queen here. If knight c4, then I can take, he will take, or maybe I just take here and put my queen here, for example. Yes. And now this might be a weakness if I can play queen here, knight here, and also a5, a4 might be a weakness as well. Okay, this is something. So maybe I have to play b6 now. And then take with bishop. A pawn is not a problem. Or is it? Maybe I play rook b8. If knight jumps here, I have queen a6. Actually, that looks quite good. If knight jumps here, I can defend this one. Yeah. And now my knight is wrong square, but knight f6, or should I do something like this? Maybe knight here, rook d5, f6, and knight e6. That looks quite good. Or, okay, let's do that. Oh, my bishop is hanging. But now I can play b6. This pawn, or bishop, is not, it's, white can't take this one. So b6, or just rook here. But then queen goes here. But then I have... Oh, I don't have knight d7, so... Okay, but this is not a threat, because I have just... I can play this one. Yeah, okay, let's play knight d7, maybe? Oh, then it will drop in some lines. So, let's start with f6. Takes here, knight f5, takes, and this pawn might drop. Yeah, in few moves, I think so. So f6. This is not a problem because there is no bishop and queen can get there easily. I can play knight e6. But what is this? I don't know. Okay, let's play. Oh, it goes here. But then e4 is hanging. Aha. Okay, this is much better version than earlier position. If we play this one and then rook here, b6 looks very strong. Then I can take here. b5 is also hanging, so maybe white have to take, and then we are ready for other ideas as well. Or maybe even rook here and f5 and try to create attack. Okay, I have to move now. Okay, maybe b6. I don't know. Oh, I can't take here. If I trade, then c6 is something, but actually I think it's nothing because I have b5. Okay, let's try. Now this is only temporary problem, I hope so. b5. He will take, and I have rook b8 in the end. But I have to sacrifice this pawn and put my bishop here. But I think I can do that. Otherwise, rook will go here. Or can I do this and here? It's more like computers move, but that might work actually. Okay, let's do that. And then bishop b8. There is no rook d8. Rook d7 is doing nothing there, so... Okay, at least now I can free my bishop. Should I do this? If pawn goes here, I can put my bishop back and take this pawn. So this is kind of cat and mouse game. And if I take here, bishop will take. Then there's some problems with this. But maybe I have rook f8, rook b8, and then this is hanging, and I have bishop f2 if needed. So, or can I do this? Oh, then this is too much, I think so. Okay, let's take here. And now, if knight lands here, it's not a problem. I will do this. Oh, knight jumps here. Then I have rook here. Takes. Knight somewhere. But there is no any good squares, I guess. So let's do this. Now I can trade, but probably it's better not to take and play this first, because c6 might be a weakness. Or can I play knight e7? c6 is weakness. This knight is out of play, so we can do this and then put our knight. Oh, he takes with rook. Then this one. Okay, let's take here. And now I don't want to trade. Or, okay, actually, why not? I can take and put my rook here and rook here. Bishop is here. Then something like rook here, knight e7, and this will drop, I guess. So let's play this way. And now maybe even rook b8. It's more active than this one. Or is it? I'm not sure actually. Oh, it hits here. So let's do this. And now knight d8 looks very strong. Oh, is there bishop d6? If I take c7 and the classical trick. Aha, so there is no knight d8, but maybe just rook here and then knight d8. Let's be practical. Okay, have to play h5 to prevent tactics. And now rook d8, bishop, knight d8. Or should I bring my king first here? Because rook goes here. If I play king here, knight here, then I have this one. Yeah, it's much better. I can have much better version. And now I think I'm going to win if I play normal moves. Okay, this is a threat, kind of threat. Okay, let's do this. Is this hanging a bit? If I go here, oh, I have to defend this one. So c6 is probably a good choice because then there's no knight d5. Okay, now I can trade these and take another pawn. What is this? Okay, maybe the position is already critical. Oh, nice intermediate move. If I take here, he will take this one. No, he will take this one, and then rook c3. Okay, but if I take here and here, then I'm going to win another pawn. There's no check and bishop b4, so let's do that. Okay, he tries to get bishop on c4, c5. I would like to prevent that idea. With king here and knight f5, then my g7 is not hanging, and maybe I play e4 to prevent f3 action, just in case. Or can I just play that one? Okay, let's try to play quickly. Now I think I need to rearrange my pieces. King here. Knight d5 looks good. Then king here, not to let any counterplay. I think this rook ending is winning, but let's try to get more, even more winning. Maybe c5, but is there g4? Okay, c5. Now I can take this one and play king f5. Oh, maybe there is some tricks with stalemate idea. But let's play king f5 immediately. Now I can put c4 even, but maybe this is maybe g5. I can take and g5 and then, but he will take and check here, so it's not so easy after all. Okay, but okay, let's take here. I think this should be winning. And then I try to get my... Okay, I can just take here. Or maybe I just go with this pawn. He creates some play, but e3 is so important. I think he can't really play that way. Now I can go here. I think it's even better option. Okay, now g5. Some counterplay. Where to put this guy? Here. Okay, now it's tricky already. I played it wrong way, but let's see. If he goes here, I have rook c4. Okay, maybe I go here. But if I go here, then rook goes there. Okay. Oh, it was already draw. That was quite bad, because I think I was clearly winning. But let's see only the end game, because this is still winning. Oh, but f5 is a bad choice. I should go for this, and maybe just taking here is the key. If I go here, yeah, these are alive, and then I can just take here. If he goes something, if he plays something like this, I can just put my king and pawn forward and then release this rook, and then somehow it should win. Okay, let's try to keep the chat in English that everyone can follow. Okay, now we will move to endgame training. Let's see. Here we have a very famous endgame between Garry Kasparov and Anatoly Karpov, and Kasparov have said that this is the most important game in his career. He won this ending, and I tried to hold this position against computer, but first we will go through this game quickly, and then I try to win this position, which is already winning for white. Somehow Karpov made g6 and h5. Maybe he tried to make some fortress, but usually it's better idea to keep those pawns on g7 and h6. But anyway, in that game he played that idea. So I try to win this position and try to hold this position with the idea to keep these pawns on g7 and h6. Let's see how it goes, but first we look at this game. No, this is from the year 1987. This is the last game in that match, and Kasparov was a must-win situation. And by the way, he lost earlier game with a terrible blunder, and this is a great comeback if you compare those comebacks in World Championship history. This might be one of those best comebacks, or maybe even the best one. Okay, anyway, Kasparov played something like this, and then position is getting better and better. The idea is to get something, kind of position that black doesn't have any good moves, and this is very important idea in this endgame, that if pawn structure is like this, then this is winning, and probably the idea is to get pawn ending, which is easier to win than minor piece ending, and maybe just with e5 and f4, those are good ideas for white, but have to be careful not to let knight e5 happen. I just show one idea. Of course, white doesn't play this one, but maybe this is already, this is already a draw, because this knight is so powerful, and the idea is to put a king here, and then there is enough squares for the knight, and there is no chance to put black in just one position. So have to remember those positions, but in the game the trade didn't happen. Here queen d8, and now e5 cannot be taken. There's queen f7, and that is one problem also when you play something like g6 and h5. There might be, it's very hard to defend those, and also some checkmate ideas if bishop is, for example, on this diagonal, and g4 h5 or something similar. But okay, it might be hard to defend anyway. But here Karpov resigned, and that was the end of this game. Actually, I'm not sure why this is so over, but maybe the reason is that bishop goes here and white takes here. But if queen takes e5, maybe yeah, maybe white can choose the right moment to take here, because queen has to defend the knight, and if it goes here or here, it doesn't hit e5, and that's the moment to take here. Okay, let's try, and let's see what we have in our poll. So at the moment we have 22 votes. Feel free to vote if you want. Which format do you prefer for training versus machine streams? And current format is leading with full games versus bots. Kind of bot race idea might be the one in that case, but let's see. And of course, if you have other ideas, you can tell those in chat. But let's start this training, and then we can go through those results. Okay, h5 has been played, And now we start with 2400 pot again. I try to win it. Something went wrong. Aha. Okay. Let's try again. Oh, I can't change the bot now. So I have to play against 3200 bots. Okay, maybe I try. Okay, so I think this was the first move in that game. Once more I try. Okay, somehow it's not working. Okay, now we move on, and I play against the best bot. It's even harder than playing against those easier pots, but let's see. King goes there. I think I can trade. Oh, maybe the trading is not the best, because somehow black plays this now. Okay, actually, why not? Okay, I try this in the first game, and then we play more. I think the idea is to play g5 to trade pawns. So I play f4, and if this happens, then I will take with g pawn, and then I have e4, e pawn. So let's see, bishop here. Now I can make some progress. If I go here, is this an option? Oh. If I take, he takes with the king, and if he takes with pawn, I can do this and win the g6, I guess. But if he takes with the king, if I go here, king goes here, and then this is very quick. He can take, and king here. We both will promote, and the endgame might be a draw. Okay. But if I do something like this, knight f5, I can take and play e4. Okay, let's... Surprising. He allows me to trade now. Okay. E5. Aha, okay, then he can do this. And actually, there's clear way to get on g4. But if I do this, king goes here, king here, e4, takes, and then king d6. But it doesn't really matter. So, okay, this will lead to draw. If I do this and then king here, it doesn't change anything. Okay. Yes, it's draw, I guess. Okay, but let's try. If king goes here, maybe I have a little bit better version. But if I try to go here, then just king f6, and there's no way to get king on g5. So I think this will be a draw. Let's see. Yeah, it's a draw. So here, yeah, this is winning, but somehow I've made something wrong. Okay, maybe g4, g5 is nothing actually. Okay, I have to go back. And now this is the mistake, okay. Okay, let's try again. So, where was it? It was... So black tries to activate his pieces. Okay, is this a threat? Oh. Nasty. Nasty tricks. I might be in trouble already. If I play e4, then queen goes here. And king here. There's at least a perpetual check, even maybe even more. Now my queen is badly placed. I can't break this pin. If I go here, I can't take this one because queen goes here and black can even play knight f2 in that case. So I think this went wrong already. Yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, this is equal. Okay, let's try again. Another try. So it's dangerous to get passive. So let's try to be as active as possible. And now this queen trade. Now we know that this is winning. Somehow have to play more precisely. E5, then there is e4, then there is e5. No, actually there is no e5 because yes there is. So I think I have to play something like bishop here, but then there's knight d6. Okay, should I do this? Maybe not. But if I play e4, then e5 looks very strong. Okay, maybe I just play here. And then bishop here. And now bishop here. Or maybe even bishop here, because knight here, then I have chance to play bishop e8, maybe. Okay, let's see. Now bishop here. Okay, but if I do this, then there's knight d6. And now I don't have e4 because there's knight d4. So I think I have to put my bishop here. But is e5 then an option for black? If I do this, e5. Okay, let's play this way. now how to make progress. It's not so easy. Or should I put my bishop here? And when my king is here... Okay, let's try it. In endgames, you can try to get the better version if you just you are just shuffling your pieces, but now I have to do some calculations, maybe taking here, bishop here, then I have e pawn, and these are weak, but if g4 happens, g5 happens, then I have to trade, and that's why I would like to take this with king. So maybe, or should I? Oh, e4 is a threat, or at least might be a threat. So let's play this way. And now I will take with king. Aha, okay, I would like to push this, but then knight will land here. And that is a fortress, I guess. But he can't go here, but this is an option, of course. I can't prevent that, so I think this is already fortress. Yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, it's already fortress, but somehow this is still winning. Maybe the idea is that I will take here if pawn takes here. And then I have chance to take this with g pawn. And if pawn takes some here or here, then I have at least one pawn and I can win that ending. So if pawn takes here, bishop takes f5, and if pawn takes here, this is a wrong color square if we have light squared bishop, but we can take on g5 like this way. If g5 happens, we will take, and now we have g pawn, and here we are ready for g4, and this will win. Just put our king here, and then we can just play g5 and take this h4, and we easy win. Okay, now we have 24 votes. Let's play more. Okay, I think I can get in that end game, but it's not so easy to win. Okay, should I play bishop here? Okay, again, this ending. Okay, I try to win it now. Is there other ideas than f4? If I just keep my bishop here, is it even easier? Because there is no g5, but okay, after knight f6 and king goes here, then there is that idea. But I think that if I can have king here, that might be easier. well, okay, let's try to win that position. King goes here and then here. Then we can't take it. E4 is a draw. So is E5 already an option? Yeah, if I do this, E5, E4. Oh, he can't take, but I think there is no way to make any progress. So I think I have to do something like this. But now E5 doesn't work because we have bishop takes F5. E5, E4, E5. Okay, should I go here? And but I can't see the difference. Okay, maybe I have to be here when knight is here, that I can play E5 because there is no check. So I think I have to go here. If knight checks, then I have king E2. And that's... but then knight here. Bishop, knight, king. Oh, this is hard. I would like to get my king here and then E4, E5, but somehow this is very tricky. Because E5 and then there is that fortress again. But can I play G4? In some positions that might help, but okay, I don't know actually. Is E5 already a threat? Or can I do this? He will take king F5, king E2, king here, and he have to retreat and then E5, E4. Yeah, okay, I can do this. Knight here, king here, knight F5. I will take, he takes E4, king here, takes. And then I'm quicker, but he will take this one. I will take, he takes, I go here. King F4 takes king G4, and then I'm going to lose. Let's see. One more time. King here. Oh. E5. Bishop, knight, king here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That pawn is hanging now. Okay, but now at least I have this plan, but maybe it's not enough, yeah. Tricky knights. E5, and now he will have this one at least. This knight is quite... oh, maybe I can do this. Okay, he tries to get knight on H3. Now I will win this at least. Maybe I was just lucky, and this is the only way to win. Let's see. Okay, but knight goes. If I do this, he can have this plan. But then, okay, I think I have to do this. If I play bishop f1, then king goes here. But then I have bishop c4. It's better because this goes with check. So there's no knight h3. But there's knight e4, and if I go, if I play king d7, then there's knight c5, and again, perpetual. I mean, white can't make any progress. So I think I have to do this, but I think this will lead to draw, because g5 in the right moment is the key move. Aha, but actually if I take this with king, and then I have king d7, then it's much better than taking here with bishop and then move the bishop, because then king is on wrong square, so it's better to take this with king, and when knight takes here, king d7, g5 takes, and then king here, then black will have draw. Okay, anyway, I have to do that. g5, yes. And now there is no time to take here, and okay, but I think I have to do that. Okay, this will be draw. Let's see where I went wrong, and then I try to hold the position. I couldn't win it, but let's try to learn something. Okay, king e2, and what then? Knight jumps here. e4, aha, I can allow this e5 in this position. Okay, I didn't understand this one. I thought that, okay, now it looks quite obvious to me, because my king will go here in some point, so I don't have to take. Aha, okay, that was the key idea. Oh, but it's not so easy. Why? Okay, now there's that kind of tricks. Tricky ending, actually. I have to do this, and then knight d4, bishop d7. No? Then there's knight b3. And if I go here... Oh. What happens? Knight... Oh, then my h-pawn will drop. So this is actually very, very tricky position. But maybe that's the idea. e4 and get your king to d5. Okay, let's move on. That was too hard for me today, at least against 3,200 pot. Well, where was it? It was... Okay, now I try to hold this position, and let's see. The idea is to keep these pawns here, because I think that's the best idea, and it's in many positions it's the best idea to keep pawns here and not to move those small pawns forward, because then it's very easy to go wrong. Okay, let's see. Okay, bishop is coming here, but maybe it's nothing. Looks quite threatening, but maybe we can handle this. Okay, f5 is already a threat. I saw that one, but I thought that now I can trade queens, but let's see. If I play king f7, then f5 is a threat. Maybe king, queen here. Oh, I didn't see that one. Oh, yeah. There is a pin, but okay, maybe I couldn't do anything. I think now I'm going to lose because there's trades. Let's see. Okay, I should be active here. F4. Now this is already tricky. According to the computer, this might work, but it's very surprising. Oh, there is similar fortress. I can play king here, and if bishop takes, then knight e5, and then there is no way to get any progress. I can just jump my knight here and there if king goes around. Just keep those pieces on dark squares, and then everything is fine. Interesting. Okay, but e4 makes the difference, and it's quite similar that in those games what we already had. And now e5. This was the position I tried to get when I played with white pieces, but I mean similar position. There is g6 and h5, but okay. Let's try again. Okay, same idea. Now I try to be more active. Is there some pins? I think there is no pins, but anyway. Okay. Should I play e5? Maybe not. It's going to drop. Oh. Now I have to trade queens, or can I still hold on with this idea? Now I don't want to trade queens. Okay. So far, so good. Now I can get my king here. Oh, he tries to do this. So I think I need to give a check. Now there might be some chance to create perpetual check. Now I don't want to trade, but let's try to... Oh, can he just take... Aha, okay, now there's other threats already. This is not working. King goes here. Aha. Okay, maybe I have to take here. Oh, h6 immediately, but then I can take and put my king queen here. The idea is to get my king here. Oh, there's no h4, so that was wrong plan, I guess. This looks very dangerous to me, but not here. King goes here. Is this still holdable? I doubt that, but okay, let's see. It's very hard to find moves here, but maybe king here. Queen f7, and I don't want to trade queens. Can I do this? h6, I will take, and I don't have any checks, so I will lose that one. Okay, that is a problem, but can I take this one now and try to play g6 and try to create similar fortress? If I take a g6, h6 is the problem. If he takes, I can take here, king here, and put my king here and knight here, and that might be enough for draw, or maybe not. I'm not sure, but I can't get there. So what else? Queen here, h6, check. But I don't have time to collect those pawns, so this might be already losing. Okay, let's try this one. And first is, can I just move my king back and forth? He has to go here, and then I can win this one. But then this is probably too much, but looks quite bad. The king will go here, and then I will lose. If I play g5, and then king g7. Okay, let's try it. That's the only chance, and maybe there is no chance at all, but okay, at least I have this plan that I will take here, and then it's but I have, it's not stalemate. Okay, I think this is losing now. Let's try again. Maybe someday I will play against Magnuspot, but let's see. Yeah, this is already losing. Here it was still playable. I almost played this one, but somehow I thought king g4, queen b7. Now we have this kind of plans. Bishop f1, king here. Okay, if this happens, then we have knight f6, and everything is okay. Okay, but let's see. So this is not so dangerous after all, but it's very hard to defend. Maybe I should play knight here, and there's no queen f7. So where was it? So this is the last mistake because it allows queen f7. But if I play queen d7, how to make progress here? I thought that maybe it's h6, but I can just take it. And well, then there might be already some perpetual, or if king goes here, I can trade. Oh, this is not available, so but something like this. Okay, let's try one more time. F5 is the threat, so we will play this first. And now queen d7, of course. Oh, maybe it was a mistake already. Because he can take here. I will take, he takes and trade queens. And then I will lose. F5 after king g8. But do I have? But then he can do something like this. So maybe that was the reason why Karpov played g6 in that game, because it's very hard to prevent f5 idea, and this might be already lost for black. Bishop takes here, then check, and then queen trade. So okay. Two pawns are too much, of course. If I do this, then f5 and queen here to get king here, but then queen goes here, and then this will drop. But is there a chance to get knight on e5? I think I have to try it, because then there might be a chance to get dark square blockade. I think it's not going to work, but yeah, I'm not getting there. Is this still? Yeah, this is winning also. I think so. Okay. Yeah, queen can go here and here. So this was the last mistake, or did I do? Okay, I should go here. Queen here, f5. Now I can trade, because 3 versus 2 is draw. And I can even play g6. Now we can see kind of fortress. Black goes here, and then knight can jump here and here. And I think there is no way to make any progress. But in this game, where was it? Okay, f5 is already winning, yes. Okay, it was very hard to keep a draw in that position, and it was very hard to win the first position as well, but hopefully we learned something. And let's see, we have 26 votes, and according that, full games against bots are better than current format. But let's see. At least I think I'm going to do both. Oh, maybe we have some other ideas in chat. Let's see. So what we have there. Mm-hmm. Okay. No concrete ideas about other formats. Okay, I think it was all for today. Tomorrow we have speed run in the same time, and let's see how it goes. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. See you.